Happy Sunday, October 12th, 2025. You're tuned into CoeCast. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Today's episode was made completely with AI eras. We're battle testing Microsoft Vibe Voice 7B for the voices. If it calls me Riley mid-sentence, we're leaving it. Science, baby.
We're digging into Moondream 3, the preview vision language model that's sneaky powerful for real workflows. Not just look, it sees a cat, but find the runner with purple socks. Count 3 blue bottles on the second shelf and spot the logo on that mug.
Which is the dream for creators and marketers who live inside asset libraries and dashboards. It's the difference between scrolling and shipping. Also, we just posted a full write-up on coe.com/resources, so if you want the receipts, it's fresh.
What's actually new? Stronger referring expression, comprehension, solid counting in busy scenes, better chart and document extraction, and improved resistance to hallucinations. That combo turns cute demo into, I can trust this in a pipeline.
That matters because trust is the real unlock. If the model says there are 3 bottles and it's right 99 times out of 100, now you can automate tag and check jobs without babysitting every image.
Under the hood, it's a mixture of experts model with about 9 billion parameters total and roughly 2 billion active at inference, paired with a SIGLIP-style vision encoder. Translation: smart routing, faster runs, lower latency.
You said the quiet part, fast. I don't care if it's state-of-the-art if it stalls my queue. This wants to move through your assets like a Costco sample on a Sunday.
Audience-wise, this hits both ends. Solo creators can run open weights locally or on a rented GPU and start auto-tagging. Agencies and enterprise teams can drop it in a private cloud and wire it to their DAM or CMS.
And you don't need to be a PhD. If you can call a REST endpoint or wrangle N8N, you're good. Beginners can test with an API, advanced teams will love the modular control. It's plug-and-play-ish, but the magic's in orchestration.
Workflow impact, big. You can replace manual tagging plus a chunk of visual QA. It's not just speed, it's fewer mistakes, fewer Slack pings of, hey, is the hard hat in this shot?
Give me 3 ways a creator or brand can ship this week, like, by Friday.
Self-tagging image libraries. Pull attributes like red knit beanie and chrome mocha pot. Auto-send tags into your DAM, gate on confidence, and route low confidence to human review.
2. Counting for compliance. For e-commerce or safety teams. Are there exactly 6 SKUs on the shelf, or is everyone wearing required safety gear? Batch validate before it hits your storefront or your training portal.
3. Chart and document QA. Snap a dashboard or export a PDF, extract the numbers, and cross-check against your campaign notes. If totals don't match, flag it before the client call.
That last one saves reputations. The your bar chart doesn't match the spreadsheet DM is my Roman Empire.
Availability and access. It's a preview with open weights you can try locally or in a private cloud. There are evolving REST endpoints and SDKs. License-wise, it's Business Source License 1.1-green light for internal use, but if you're baking it into a customer-facing SaaS, you need an explicit agreement.
So agencies, go wild inside the house. Platforms, call legal. Got it.
Also, no native COE connector yet, but the HTTP modules in your favorite automation tool make it trivial to test. Post image, get tags, move on.
Let's compare. Versus other vision models, this is less fantasy vibes and more practical automation. It's giving count, tag, extract, don't lie. That's different from glossy generators like Midjourney, and more like a smarter, open-ish alternative to closed enterprise CV.
And in terms of the field, Google's Gemini vision is strong when deeply integrated. OpenAI's vision is improving, especially with fine-tuning for brands. But Moondream 3's angle is, run it where you want, wire it how you want, trust it enough to automate.
Kieran Tunge, which lines up with the week's vibe. DeepSeek pushed costs down, Tencent's Hunyuan image gave us open weights for pixels, and OpenAI shipped real-time APIs plus prompt caching. The meta story. Cheaper tokens, more control, less waiting for permission.
Exactly. DeepSeek dropping the price floor means you can afford more visual QA passes. OpenAI's prompt caching mentality applies here too. Lock your invariants, like your brand taxonomy, and only vary per asset queries. And Hunyuan image on the image-send side pairs well with Moondream for the generate then verify loop.
That's a cute duet. Make the thing, then have Moondream check the thing. Human approves the final. Co-creation relay race.
Quick what's ready versus not. Ready open vocabulary detection for tagging and cropping, counting in static images, chart and doc understanding when paired with an OCR and a text model. Audio-aware ops via speech-to-text alignment. Partial. Video highlights. You can frame sample and batch infer, but native tracking across frames is still upcoming.
So for video teams, do the pragmatic thing. Sample every, say, half second, run detections, and stitch results. It's not native tracking, but it's a solid first pass for highlight reels or logo checks.
Price and value lens. Open weights lets you control infra spend. If you're cloud only, the Preview API will evolve, but the value today is cost predictability and flexibility. Call it fair and practical, especially compared to closed systems that charge per label or export.
Any spicy risks?
A few. Confidence still matters, never ship straight from raw detections without gating. OCR can wobble on tiny text, keep a fallback. For batch jobs, watch concurrency and memory. And with BSL 1.1, don't accidentally cross into external SaaS without the license sorted.
Who should be nervous? Manual tagging shops, brittle CV pipelines without open vocab, and pretty demo tools that can't handle compliance checks. If I can count bottles, tag brand colors, and catch a logo drift in one pass, I'm not paying per feature.
Creator scenarios rapid fire. TikToker auto-tag props, outfits, and scenes so your clip library becomes searchable. Podcaster. Logo presence checks for audiograms and cover consistency. Brand marketer. Pre-flight ads, logo in safe zone, legal copy legible, product visible before you spend $1 on distribution.
Filmmaker angle. On-set stills or storyboard frames get auto-checked. Is the wardrobe note correct? Does the prop logo show when it shouldn't? It's a little ops gremlin that never gets tired.
Inside COE, I'd wire it like this. N8N Flow pulls new assets from storage. Moondream runs open vocab tags and counts with a target schema. A text model writes clean captions and alt text. And a confidence gate decides publish versus escalate. Everything logged with metadata for reproducibility.
I'd add a brand brief brain. Feed it your style guide, color dictionary, and band elements. Every image gets a vibe check. If it breaks rules, route it to human. If it passes with high confidence, it posts with tags and a caption. Boom, more shipping, less slacking.
Let's address mobile and social. There isn't a mobile app, this is API first, but you can integrate it behind your social scheduler or your CMS so creators feel it as auto-suggested tags and checks rather than a separate tool.
Meme it for the timeline. When Moondream auto-tags your entire photo dump. I'm not digging through albums, I'm digging through results. Sparkles, confetti, a tired intern fist pumping.
Benchmarks tip. Ignore vendor charts and run your workload. Take one campaign. Grade on prompt adherence like find purple socks, edit time saved, and acceptance rate. Measure cost per usable asset, not cost per inference.
And make the router your friend. If confidence is low, escalate to a bigger vision model or a human. If it's high, ship it. The blend is the sauce.
Quick competitive context check before we land. Does this put Moondream ahead or keep pace? I'd say it jumps ahead on practical vision automation you can own. Others might win glamour shots. Moondream wins turn an image library into searchable, reusable fuel.
Also, hallucination resistance is underrated. A model that doesn't invent objects saves you time, budget, and hair. Less apologizing in front of clients, more moving on.
What's next on their roadmap? Native video flow with frame tracking, more structured outputs, raw detections, OCR, and reasoning in a single call, and cleaner commercial hosting rights. If they nail those, this goes from strong preview to default pick fast.
Last thing, if you've been listening this week, this fits the theme on our feed. Cheaper tokens with DeepSeek. Open image weights with Hunyuan Image. Real-time and caching patterns from OpenAI. Moondream is the vision brain that plugs into that automation wave.
Human plus machine. You set the intent, the system tags, counts, and double checks, then you make the final call. That's scale without losing taste.
Facts. All right, we'll wrap. Thanks for hanging with us on CoeCast this Sunday, October 12th, 2025.
For more AI news and breakdowns, hit coe.com/resources. Don't forget to subscribe.
Catch you next time.